It started like any ordinary day, one of those regular mornings when everything seems predictable. But little did I know, that day would be the start of a whirlwind that would change everything I thought I knew about love, trust, and the choices we make. Hi, I'm Togetherly, and I've got a story for you, one that I didn't expect to tell, but here I am. Please keep me anonymous. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I met a guy at my workplace, let's call him Kwame. Now, you know how it goes when you're new to a place, right? You just stay in your lane, keep to yourself, try to stay out of the drama, and focus on your work. That's exactly what I did. But as fate would have it, one day I bumped into Kwame in the hallway. He looked at me with this curious expression, almost like he was seeing me for the first time, and then he said, "Hey, where have you been all this while? I haven't seen you." I smiled and said something simple like, "Oh, I'm just part of the family here." We moved on, right? It was a casual interaction, nothing special. But then later that month, Kwame saw me again, and this time he took the initiative. He introduced me to his boss, calling me his close friend. Now, I don't know what made him say that, but there was something about the way he said it that lingered in my mind. I smiled, we exchanged pleasantries, and again life went on. But life, as you know, has a way of throwing curveballs when you least expect it. Fast forward a little, and one day Kwame didn't show up for work. I remember it clearly, something felt off, like a weird gap in my day. Naturally, I found myself asking around to see if anyone knew why he wasn't there. It was a simple thing, just a passing thought in my mind. But curiosity got the best of me, and I asked for his number. After some hesitation, I got it, and I texted him. A simple, "Hey, just checking in, hope everything's okay?" He replied quickly, and from there the conversations flowed easily. Days went by, and we were chatting more and more. Something began to change between us. I don't know when exactly it happened, but the more we talked, the more I felt a pull, a connection. I started thinking about him, wondering how he was doing, and feeling this inexplicable desire to know more about him. It wasn't just friendly anymore, it was something deeper. And after a while, I couldn't ignore it. Narrator voiceover intensifies. One night, I decided to confess. I had to. I couldn't keep these feelings bottled up inside anymore. So, I sent him a message, opening my heart and telling him the truth. I had feelings for him. And to my surprise, he responded with something that shocked me even more. He said he felt the same way. We were both in this strange, uncharted territory, but it felt right. It felt like we'd both been waiting for something like this to happen. But here's the thing. There was a part of me that hesitated. I had been in a relationship before, a relationship that ended badly, leaving scars I wasn't sure would ever heal. I was scared to let myself fall again, especially so soon after everything I'd been through. But despite the fear, I was drawn to him. And I couldn't ignore the chemistry between us. So we decided to take it slow. We'd get to know each other, chat, call, and just let things unfold naturally. It felt right. It really did. Then one day Kwame asked me to go on a date with him, and of course I said yes. I couldn't resist. We met up, and as we talked over dinner, he seemed open and honest. And that's when he shared something that turned everything upside down. He told me he had been in a long-distance relationship for years. The woman he loved, his baby mama, wasn't in the country. They had a child together, a son who was now 8 years old. But the woman wasn't interested in coming back to Ghana. Kwame didn't want to give up on his son. He said he felt it was his duty to keep his family together, to give his son the best life possible. He tried to work things out with her, visiting her, trying to make her see reason, but every time he did, she rejected him. Despite that, his mother didn't approve of him moving on either. She didn't want him with anyone else. It was complicated. Too complicated. And here I was, in the middle of all this, falling for a man who was torn between the woman he once loved, the son he adored, and the feelings we were both developing for each other. It was like a punch to the gut. After hearing all of that, I felt this weight in my chest. Part of me understood his loyalty to his son, to his family, but another part of me felt like I was just a placeholder. Would he really choose me, or was I just someone to pass the time with until his baby mama came back into the picture? He asked me to be patient. He said that he still wanted me, that the feelings we shared were real, but he was stuck between the past and the present. I don't know if I could be that patient. The truth is, I was afraid. Afraid of being hurt again. Afraid of investing in something that might not ever come to fruition. What if his baby mama came back? What if they tried to make it work again? What would I be left with? The more I thought about it, the more confused I became. He would wake up in the morning, send me sweet messages, tell me how much he cared, and for a moment, everything seemed like it could work. But then I'd remember the complicated reality of his situation. It wasn't just us. There was this other woman, this other life he had built. So I asked myself, what do I do now? Do I stay hoping that one day he will choose me and we can build something together? Or do I walk away before I get too deep, protecting my heart from the inevitable heartbreak? I'm at a crossroads. I care about him. I really do. But my heart is heavy with doubt. I don't want to be someone's second choice waiting in the wings. I don't want to get hurt again. But I also don't want to lose something that could be real, something that could be beautiful. I need advice. Should I exercise patience and wait, hoping things will work out, or should I walk away now, protecting my heart before it's too late? If you've been in a similar situation or have any advice, I'm all ears. Because right now, I'm standing on the edge, unsure which way to go.